It's a huge hit. I'm gonna go ahead and not block. And just die. Okay, yeah. He actually has lethal with those two. I'm not gonna lie, I did not count that. Beautiful lethal. We got wrecked. By Savvy Hunter. Hello there, Intrat. Spanish Man Child here, coming at you with another MTG video for you guys today. And today we're gonna play some Jund Food because it is the deck that I believe I will be using for the upcoming Mythic Championship Qualifier. In case you're wondering, the Mythic Championship Qualifier is this weekend. I think it's this Saturday. I'm almost 100% sure it's this Saturday. Regardless, I will be keeping you guys posted with the community tab because I do plan on live streaming this event, as I will be trying to qualify for the Mythic Championship in it, as I have to go 10-1 at the worst. If I want to qualify for the Mythic Championship, I have to go 10-1 because this event is no longer a 2-day event. It's actually all packed in 1 day from now on, and you have to get 10 wins and maximum 2 losses. So you can go 9-0 and then lose 2 in a row and you're out. So even if you do prepare perfectly, even if you play perfectly, you may still not make it because luck and variance may push you out. That's how brutal this qualifying event is. And that's why, you gotta take it seriously, try to do your best, but also don't pressure yourself too much. We are gonna do our very best and see if we can qualify. And this is the deck that I do believe I have the best chance with. I love Jund Food. I know a lot of you don't really feel that way towards the deck. I know a lot of you see Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven and you just kind of like want to shoot your brains out. I get it. You're tired of it. It's very prevalent on the ladder. You see it again and again, and it gets annoying. I understand. Me, I don't care so much about, facing this. I'm not as annoyed by the cat in the oven, honestly. And for me, the positives of this deck very much outweigh the negatives. And what I mean by this is that I find Jund Food absolutely fascinating. In my opinion, this is one of the most, if not the most interesting deck in Standard. Prove me wrong. Convince me otherwise. Like this deck, what deck plays more interesting than this? Like this is an engine-based deck. Not only do we have the Cauldron Familiar and the Witch's Oven, but we have to navigate all these synergies with Trail of Crumbs to combine both tempo and card advantage. And there's a lot of micro decision making related to these, to whether to go for tempo or card advantage, that does make a huge difference and makes or breaks a match with this sort of archetype. This is a very difficult deck to pilot to perfection. I've seen for me, Canister is by far the best player with this sort of deck, and that says a lot because I've seen a lot of pro players go with this, and there's always, almost every game, there's always something you could have done differently, and that's just super interesting to me. I really love this archetype. I think it's really cool to see, even though it can get annoying for people because of how slow Witch's Oven with Cauldron Familiar can be, but regardless, man, it's a fascinating strategy, and the synergies and everything. Mayhem Devil and Corvold. Corvold is one of my favorite cards in Standard right now, and this deck was one of my favorites back in the day when Throne of Eldraine was released, and this deck was tier 3 at best. So I'm really happy it's gone a long way, and I know a lot of you don't like it, but I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there because I want to defend those who do like this deck, and sometimes just because a deck becomes popular doesn't mean we should all dislike it. And that is the end of my TED Talk in that regard. Let's talk a little bit about this deck specifically. As you guys see, we are playing Status Statue. This is something I've seen several people do, and I really like it because on its own, I'm going to go ahead and say general case scenario, it's a 4-mana flexible removal that not only enables us to deal with any sort of creature, but also enchantments and artifacts, which is very relevant in this metagame. We can target Fire's Invention, we can destroy Witch's Oven, Trail of Crumbs in the mirror match, or we just kill a very big dude. Or a small dude, we don't discriminate, for 4 mana, which can be a bit expensive, but it's still a reliable reactive resource, right? On top of that, the neat thing that really pushes me to run 2 copies of this is the fact that in very specific scenarios, this card can be bonkers with the status onto a Mayhem Devil for what I like to call the Omaiwomo Shindaru version 2.0 combo. The version 1.0 would be Goblin Chain Whirler. from Dominaria. So if we give Mayhem Devil Death Touch with status, and we're facing a creature-based matchup, and we got like a cat and an oven, we can just start, going AK-47 on our opponent's board and just demolishing everything. And it's absolutely glorious and really spicy, and makes me really like this card. Like, this card is actually competitive in this deck, and it has that, more fringe case scenario that happens every now and then, but when it happens, it's absolutely wild, right? Which encourages me to run 2 copies of it. And that's the most janky card in this deck. The rest of the deck is pretty standard. We are prioritizing Paradise Druid over the Beanstalk Giant, even though Canister, which is, like I said, in my opinion, the best player with this deck, prefers Beanstalk Giant. I don't quite agree with him personally. I think this deck has a lot of very key turn 3 plays with Mayhem Devil, Brontodon, and also Murderous Rider at instant speed. And only Trail of Crumbs as our 2-mana play, so we are better off setting up our ramp, in my opinion, turn 2. Through my experience, this card is just better. It also enables Massacre Girl easier, and it just does, like, tempo-wise and curve-wise, is overall superior to Beanstalk, in my opinion. And that is the deck right there. We got 3 copies of Corvold, and in the sideboard, we're running 4 copies of Casualties of War for the food mirrors, and also for Fires of Invention matchups. Any other matchup, we don't really need this. There's been a surge in aggro recently in Standard, which is why I opt to keep Casualties of War in the sideboard on the bench instead of bringing it in the main deck. But then, if we are running into the proper matchup, we just bring in a full set of these bad boys and we put them to work. For Zagro, we got Wicked Wolf and Massacre Girl. We got Duress for the control matchups. An extra copy of Murderous Rider, which comes in against aggro and also mid-range, amongst other things. And of course, our favorite green hate card in Noxious Grasp. This sideboard could still be potentially tweaked further, but for now, this is the current version of it, and that is the version you will be seeing in today's gameplay, which is, in my opinion, maybe biased, but it's pretty damn good. So hopefully you guys enjoy the games, enjoy some Jund Food action. Don't hate just because it's popular. It is a really cool deck, and there's always something new to learn from it. And hopefully you do learn a bit from today's footage. So yeah, without further ado, have a nice day. Nice day. Have a soul day. That's better. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you tomorrow. Because I gotta play more games with this. Yeah, I'm playing in the Mythic Championship Qualifier this weekend. So I gotta get good with this. Hey, Aloe Name, I'm not tired of it either. Like, I'm never tired of seeing Jund Food. I think it's a fascinating archetype, but a lot of people are, because it's very popular, and I get it. This is a very I'm gonna keep this. Very risky hand. I'm taking a gamble here. I am very much taking a gamble, but if I draw into that sweet source of green mana, I can get going. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. I actually have to play Paradise Druid as a blocker here for the Butcher. And I'm gonna set up the Mayhem Devil. Take a little bit more damage. All right. I know I'm in dangerous. I'm treading dangerous waters here, but I got health gain. And I got motherfucking Corvold. Should I play Corvold now? Or should I always keep the treasures in the back? I think I gotta wait a turn, actually. I'm gonna wait a turn, because he could have some direct damage. I'm gonna generate more food tokens. I can bring this back, but I gotta play smart. I don't need to commit Corvold yet. With Mayhem, I can at the very least deny him from gaining health. That puts him on the clock there. Like, he's pretty dead now. I mean, you're dead. No matter what you do, you're dead. Super dead. Got him. He almost had us, but once we stabilized there, as long as we had enough health, you know, to not be surprised by, I don't know, like a Heartfire or something, we're good to go. Let's go with Wicked Wolf, Massacre Girl. You could even argue for Casualties of War, but not really. He's Rakdos. I do like Murderous Rider. I love Brontodon here. Corvold can drop down 1. Status Statue can also drop down, honestly. Like, it's a bit slow. Maybe as a one-off, but I'm not really... I mean, this card is pretty flexible, though. Like, this card is technically better than Murderous Rider because it can kill the Witch's Oven as well. I guess Trill of Crumbs, 1 Paradise Druid, maybe 2 Druids and 1 Status Statue. I'm gonna go with this. This makes the most sense. Just wanted to drop in and say hi. I remember watching all your Pokemon content. Glad you're doing well. Hello, Nostalgic. It's been a while since that, man. Nice to see you around here, dude. I have a cat. I have an oven. I keep. My lands, you know. Again, a bit of a gamble with my lands, but you know me. You know me. I draw whatever it is I desire to draw. I don't need to take damage though. Like I can drop the Overgrown Tomb and then I can just play Oven into Cat. I'm gonna go with Bird. I'm not in a rush. I could kill this. But I can always... Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. Fuck it. I can always wolf it later down the line. I wouldn't... Yeah, that's more like it. That is more like it. Do we go Wicked Wolf here? I would assume we do. Yeah. Just to apply pressure. Just for pressure. Because he's on 2 mana, and we need to start being the aggressor here. I could always build up more time with Gilded Goose into that, but I'm the aggressor this game. Like, the way it's played out, I'm the one dealing the damage. So I gotta speed things up. And we just make a pure offensive play there with a Wicked Wolf. We have another one in the back and another Murderous Rider as reactive plays. So we take this approach. We can... We're gonna attack with you. Drop Bronto Boy. Pay 2 life for that Overgrown Tomb to enable the Gilded Goose. Because we're hungry today. We need that food. Oh, there's your boy. Alright. Well, this also enables the Murderous Rider. Ooh. Beautiful. Huh. Alright, let's go for the kill. Yeah. Clean. Clean, baby. So for anybody new to the stream, we are prepping a little bit for the Mythic Championship Qualifier. We're playing John the Food with Status Statue, which I think is the deck that I'm going to be bringing. I really like playing this deck. I know it's a tier 1 deck, and I know you guys are pretty tired of seeing it. Like, I don't tend to stream, you know, meta decks too often, but I did want to practice a little bit today for the event. So we're playing this right now. Because I really enjoy it. Like, despite the fact that this deck is very popular, I really enjoy it. Because it's a really cool deck. Like, sometimes cool decks become really good and popular, but that doesn't mean they're not, you know, filled with awesomeness. I'm going to go ahead and I want to keep this. This is actually a little bit tricky, but I'm going to take out you.
Here comes the DJ.
Happy New Year, River Song. Happy to see you too. Thank you for the 8 months. Okay, you kind of feel bad after drawing another black source of mana, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play the cat first. It doesn't matter. He's tapped out. Actually, in that case, we should play the oven first and then the cat, unless it's like game 2 or 3 and they have a mountain, and we're worried about shield breaker. But that's like a very fringe scenario. Like, otherwise, you want to play oven first, cat second. This could be a mirror, or it could just be Golgari. We're gonna make use of this, and for the sake of damage, we're gonna bring the cat back now. Because normally, you know, we can hold on that. We're not in a rush for that. That is a sweet, sweet draw. Holy shit, that's a good draw. Let's get our free 1 damage. And let's hold back for now. Shield Breaker is sorcery. I did not know that. Makes sense, but yeah. I thought it was instant. Hey there, are you going to upload to YouTube too? I am. Oh. Okay. Let's at least get some card draw out of this. I guess another. I mean, I actually do like Murderous Rider over. Do I? I think I do. Killing off their druid really does us a favor here. I'm gonna make use of this untapped land to go for the draw now. Let's take another oven, please. Thank you. Alright, sweet. I do definitely want to kill this. Slow him down. Before anything, attack with the cat. I could play the other oven, but I actually would prefer to keep on drawing. I'm not in a hurry. So I'm going to keep this open mana for the Crumbs. I'm going to sack this for red. Cat in the oven. Cat eats his cat's pizza. Cannibalism. And there's our boy. There is our boy. Alright. I mean, it's pretty obvious we set up the Mayhem Devil here. Like, there's just no denying that play. The question is, we don't prioritize the other Cauldron, honestly. Instead, we pay 2 life for this. We play the Witch's Oven, and we keep that mana open for the Trail of Crumbs. We attack to get our free damage here, because you'll never trade those two. We yell at his Paradise Druid for having Hexproof, because that makes us angry, and we wait. doesn't do anything. Maybe he has a Murderous Rider waiting. Definitely has some instant speed removal waiting. Still gonna make use of my oven anyways, because if he does, like, he's gonna go for the removal now. The difference is he gets to keep the body, but I force that out of him at least. And he takes the damage, which is nice. I'm actually gonna bring back the cat this time around, and the reasoning for that is for pressure. Because I get the extra body to attack, and at this point, he's not forced, but he's close to forced to block here. He's so low. In fact, if he doesn't block, he's dead. Not exactly, but very close. Yeah, he has to block. Which is beautiful for us. Absolutely beautiful. Double cat, double trouble. We don't care about drawing with Crumbs anymore. We're going for the kill. And that is GG. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Math. Sometimes you just gotta do a little bit of math. You're dead. Alright, so I've just seen Golgari. I see Wicked Wolf in the main deck. I assume this is Golgari food and not Jund. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on with that assumption. And that means there's no Mayhem Devil, which leads to less importance when it comes to removal. We definitely need Casualties of War. Regardless of if they're Jund or if they're Golgari, they're playing Oven, they're playing Trail of Crumbs. We play Casualties of War. 110%. I'm even inclined to bring in a couple of dresses just because they can snipe that Casualties of War coming from them. I do not like Master Girl in these sorts of matchups because Witch's Oven makes it very easy to be played around. I love the Brontons. Mayhem Devil is the reason why triple color is superior, so we don't touch that. What do we touch, though? There's a few things we got to take out here, potentially. I mean, Status Statue is pretty neat. I actually don't like Murderous Rider in this matchup. I prefer Status Statue. Noxious Grasp could be interesting, but like again, I'm expecting Golgari. And if it's Golgari, they don't have Corvold. So I don't need to run that. I can reduce Status Statue by 1. And last but not least, Maybe like Duress is like the most. All right, I'm gonna keep one Duress, as weird as that seems. Like I don't want to take anything else because I need the Druids to ramp into the casualties, and there's nothing else that I really want to take out. I see you've joined the Dark Oven side. I mean, I was a part of it from the get-go. This hand is fire. Holy shit. This hand's nice. Bit of a... This Duress could actually, like, not hit anything, but we're gonna go for it. Yep. Savvy Hunter? Okay. Well, it's definitely Golgari. That Hunter is a bit of an issue. It's definitely a big issue, actually. Instead of dropping the oven, I want to get a draw from Trail. Dude, I may just lose to Savvy Hunter, which is a bit of an issue. I sack this. God damn. Holy mother of flood. Alright, let's drop you. Let's play you. Let's play a Blood Crypt. And let's try to not die. I mean, we could just die here, man. It's a huge hit. I'm gonna go ahead and not block. And just die. Okay, yeah. He actually has lethal with those two. I'm not gonna lie, I did not count that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 10, 13. Beautiful lethal. We got wrecked. By Savvy Hunter. I did not expect that. Makes me want to bring in my own Wicked Wolves. Just because I chow down on that really easily. It's the first time I see Savvy Hunter in, like, even in Golgari. I don't know if we even need, I don't know if we honestly need Wicked Wolf though. I'll go Noxious Grasp. Like a couple of them. Just because they deal with... Over status statue. I'm gonna go with this. Just because they deal with Savvy Hunter and they deal with Gilded Goose as well. I still don't think I need more answers, just because like that 3-drop is not really, like, it was good there, but generally it's not that threatening. Alright, let's keep this. This time we do have the answer for the formidable Savvy Hunter. Now that he's tapped out, we sack the Fabled Passage. We have several options here. We can go Gilded Goose into Oven. I'm gonna go with that play. Just because this enables me to go for the Gilded Goose next turn onto the food. That's a lot of potential ramp happening really fast. I could just sack and play another Crumbs. I'm gonna do this. Ah, that hurts. Like, he still can't ramp into casualties here. I think I played the trail. I dropped the blood crypt just to enable the Noxious Grasp. I do have to watch out though. I'm gonna sack of food just to stay healthy. All I need is a Cauldron Familiar, and I can start stalling this wolf.
Through this land, we are all connected. Behold, nature's true power.
Nisa. All right. I could Noxious Grasp this now, but I'd really just get my draw. Oh my god. Man, this really sucks. That really sucks. Holy shit, that sucks so bad. Those casualties of war that we're gonna draw. We may just lose to this pressure. We may very well just lose to this pressure. I'm gonna lose to Wicked Wolf again. Maybe I should be packing some answers to this thing. But we don't lose to it though. Like, we have ways to chump block it. Like, it's not like we're weak to it. Uh-oh. Thank you. I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing Corvold here. If I draw more cards, the problem is if he has another source of removal for my Cauldron Familiar, I have to think here. If he has another source of, if he has instant speed removal for my Cauldron Familiar, anyways, I lose regardless, right? If he has like instant speed removal in another one of these, he can. No, which is why I should have done that. Here comes the DJ. Here comes the DJ.
Welcome back, and I wish you a happy new year, buddy. And make Daimir great again in Neros.
Yeah, that was risky on my part. That was super risky on my part. Extremely risky, actually. Now I get the Casualties of War, which can kill you. One of these and a Goose, I guess. Is that my best play? I mean, I can do that and a Noxious Grasp. I need to slow him down, first of all. Or is it better for me to go for Trail of Crumbs? Let's go for this. Seems like a poor use of my mana, though. I had to call that an end. I can still make. I can still come back here as long as I have my ovens and the Cauldron Familiar. I can still do it. I can always chump block the Wicked Wolf. I can take this back. Take the Fabled Passage. And bring that down. All right. Now let's just make sure we don't time out here. Let's drop you first. And then play you. That to give him his last food token. Yeah, that wolf is spooky. But as long as I can chum block it, we're safe. Okay, that's not good. Should I pay here or should I go for the Noxious Grasp now, forcing him to... I'm gonna go for it now, for this now. There we go. There's our boy. We don't really need anything else. Well, we could use other stuff, like... I'm gonna go for this. May as well get the draw now. Like that. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright, let's make that comeback. Okay. Man, that Nisa, that pressure with this wolf. I was like, am I weak to Wicked Wolf? No, I have cat. Like, I'm not weak to wolf. Okay. Oh, that is just absolutely glorious. Let's play you first. Let's go turbo. Let's go turbo. That. I'm gonna decline the Trail of Crumbs here. Ooh. I'm gonna drop an oven. Because why not? And these two are the exact reason why Junt is better than Golgari, even with like some weird variants with Savvy Hunter and Nisa. Nisa's just scary, man. Regardless of the deck she's in, she can just win on her own. Through sheer tempo, which is kind of ridiculous considering she's like a ramp planeswalker. There we go. Oh, come back, boys. Fuck yeah.